When working with Google Slides, you may want to add animations to your presentation, and there are a couple of ways that you can do this, so I wanted to make a video to give you some help for that. So here I have a slide that has a bunch of stuff on it, and if I were to present it now, all of it would appear at the same time. Maybe I want to have things come in at different times. Maybe I don't want to have all those pictures there right at the beginning. So this is where animations can be helpful. To animate anything on a slide, you just need to click on that particular thing, and you can either right click and go down to animate, or you can click on it and say insert animation. Either one opens up the animation sidebar on the right hand side of your screen. So right now it shows the default is to fade in on click. That means when I click, the particular thing that I have selected will fade in. If you click on the first drop-down menu, you have a few different options. Now there aren't quite as many as you might see in PowerPoint, but I consider that a good thing since sometimes there's nothing worse than a PowerPoint with too many animations. You can have it appear or disappear. You can have it fade in and out, fly in, all sorts of great stuff. So if we wanted to have it zoom in, there we go. You can have it happen on click. You can also have it happen after the previous animation or with the previous animation. I use with previous a lot when I want things to come in at the same time. So for some of my math presentations, I use that a lot. So I'm going to keep it on click. One other option you have is by paragraph. That doesn't apply here. I'll show you how to use that in just a second. And then you can also change how fast this happens. So right now I have it zooming in. I have it zooming in pretty fast, and I have it zooming in on click. If I click play, I can see a preview of what my animation looks like. Click, and there it zooms on in that fast speed. So I'm going to click stop because I want to add some more animations. Now you can always go back and add the animation like I showed earlier, but once you have the animation sidebar open, you can add animations right from there. So by clicking on anything, I can add an animation. Now on this one, I want to have it happen by paragraph. What this means is that each bullet point or each paragraph, or time I pushed enter, will happen every time I make another click. Or if I have it happen after previous, it will happen one after the other. So I'm going to click by paragraph so you can see what that looks like. Now I'm going to play so we can see it happen. So you can see those things will not appear right away because I have them animated to come in. So I'm going to click, my slide animation zooms in. I'm going to click again, and then I have to continue clicking because this one is by paragraph, and I can see what that looks like. Alright, so you can also animate text boxes, just individual smaller text boxes. You don't have to have it in a bulleted list. You just need to add an animation. If you want it to disappear, you can do that as well, or just plain appear. That works too. One thing that's kind of cool is that I have these animations in a particular order, but maybe I want check this out to happen first. If I click and drag it, I can change the order of my animations just as easy as that. One thing you need to be careful of is if you have your animations connected to each other, you need to change those settings or drag all of the animations so that they're still next to each other. Images can be animated too. I'm going to add an animation to my cat, and I'm going to add an animation to my dog. On my dog animation, I'm going to try what happens if it's with previous. This means it will come in with the cat at the same time. So let's preview, and let's see what this looks like by clicking play. So nothing's on there because everything's been animated. So I'm going to click. There's my first animation. My next one, because I changed the order. This one happens by paragraph. And then my dog and cat come in at the same time because I had them happen at the same time. Now, one other thing you can do in the animation sidebar is this is where you add transitions. I know slide transitions is something we're familiar with from PowerPoint, and you can do that in slides as well. It just is listed under an animation because it is an animation. So right now I have no transition, but I can add in a transition, any transition I want. There's not a giant list, but there's a good variety. So I'm going to have fade. And you can choose to apply this to all the slides, or you can choose to apply it to just one or a small set of slides. I'm going to apply it to all my slides. Now, again, I can play to preview it here, but I want to show you what it would look like in presentation mode so you can see all the animations at once. So you click Present and start my clicking to make my animations happen. And there you can see that transition to the second slide. So that's how you can easily add animations to your Google Slide presentations. Remember that you can just do Insert Animation, or you can right-click on the object that you want to animate.